Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and the latest on AEW Fight Forever, where today we have a lot of details to share, including details of the game's pre-order bonus and deluxe edition. We have some new character showcases, match gameplay, and all of the available options, including the confirmation of a brand new match type in Stadium Stampede. So let's jump straight into this, starting with confirmation of the pre-order bonus, as AEW Games have confirmed that Matt Hardy will serve as the pre-order bonus alongside Matt Hardy. Yes, you heard that right, Matt Hardy and Matt Hardy will serve as the pre-order bonus, as anyone pre-ordering the game will receive two versions of Matt Hardy, one being Broken Matt and the other one being Current Matt with his original Hardy's attire. As part of the announcement, THQ Nordic also shared a short trailer for the game that showed off clips of both versions, with this footage also showcasing some new weapons, including tables and trash cans. As part of the announcement, THQ Nordic also sent out a press release, which alongside confirmation of the pre-order bonus, also confirmed a special deluxe edition of Fight Forever titled the Elite Edition. Included as part of the Elite Edition is the pre-order bonus that gives you access to Matt Hardy and Matt Hardy, a special AEW Fight Forever Season Pass that includes access to 3 DLC packs, the first of which is the FTR Revival Pack featuring Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler and 2 exclusive minigames. The second pack is the Limitless Bunny Bundle, which includes the Bunny and Keith Lee, as well as 2 more minigames, and then the third pack is the Hookhausen Very Handsome Very Evil pack, which includes playable wrestlers Hook and Danhausen. Also included with the Elite Edition is an early access period that will allow players to begin playing the game one day early, starting on Wednesday, June 28th. In terms of price, in the UK, the Elite Edition is £69.99, which is £20 more than the Standard Edition, while in the US, the Elite Edition is $79.99, which again is $20 more than the Standard Edition. So that's the details on the pre-order bonus and the Elite Edition. However, also revealed we have some new character spotlight videos, as yesterday's edition of the All Elite Arcade revealed 3 new showcase videos, with the first of these revealing one half of the Young Bucks in Matt Jackson. Hot on the heels of Matt, the second reveal went on to showcase his brother with the reveal of Nick Jackson. Alongside the showcase videos, this week's episode of the Only Arcade also went on to showcase a match between the pair, with this footage showing them enter as the AEW World Tag Team Champions. From watching the gameplay, you'll probably notice that there's a lot of moves that appear to be reused from the 2K series, as this match in particular features a lot of moves that look very similar. As for new stuff, the gameplay shows off what looks to be a test of strength, as we see Nick calling for a grapple, with Matt then obliging, and this leading to a short back and forth that sees Nick come out on top, leading into a regular grapple. Also shown off was the ability to quickly exit out of the ring onto the apron, which is ideal for characters like the Bucks, who have plenty of springboard moves. We got footage of the kip up skill, which sees you jump back to your feet, and then that was followed up by a drop kick through the ropes. We also got a brief look at a mop, which is one of more than 40 available weapons, and then showcasing special moves, we got a better look at the springboard Canadian Destroyer that was shown off in the character showcase, along with footage of the super kick, which is Nick's main finisher. Moving on to the third character showcase, we also got the reveal of Eddie Kingston. Along with the footage of Kingston's entrance, we also got some match gameplay, as -1, who joined Evil Uno, went on to play as Kingston against Darby Allin, and in doing so, this gave us our first look at Darby's title entrance, as he appears to be one of a few characters that include a unique championship entrance. Showing off a few highlights from the match, we got a look at a new outside dive for Darby Allin, with this one seeing him launch himself through the ropes into Kingston. We've seen more of the drag mechanic, which sees players stay in a lockup and then get pushed towards the ropes, which definitely looks a lot more natural than the drags that we see in 2K. And then we also got a look at a new weapon, as Kingston went under the ring and pulled out a shoe, which Evil Uno suggested could be from one of the Young Bucks. As for finishing moves, -1 absolutely dominated this match, and he laid out Darby with Kingston's spinning back fist, which he calls the back fist to the future. Aside from the character reveals, the biggest reveal actually came when showing off the game's options, as prior to setting up the match, -1 asked about turning off DQ, and that led to Evil Uno scrolling through the available options, where the region tab included confirmation of the Stadium Stampede match, as this screen included an option to set the Stadium Stampede matchmaking region, with the match options then also including an option to turn the Stadium Stampede guide HUD on or off. So these options would appear to confirm that the game will feature the Stadium Stampede match, which is a match type unique to AEW and sees 2 teams of 5 competing in an empty stadium. Based on the fact that this match type wasn't listed in the images that were shared over the weekend, it's possible that the match type is an online only match, as that would explain it not appearing on the selection screen and the fact that it has its own options within the menus. As for how many players it could support, a previous listing for the game on the PlayStation Store did note that the game would feature up to 30 players online, though it's unknown if that's in regards to Stadium Stampede or if that's in relation to another match, such as an online over-the-top rope battle royal. Going back to the options menu, this footage also confirms that the version of the game being shown is currently being shown at 720p using medium graphics settings and VSync turned off, so you should expect to see the game looking a lot better once it's set to the highest setting and running at either 1080p or 4K. Taking a look at the sound options, we have sliders for pretty much all of the audio options, including 4 sliders for music, as we have a slider for entrance and victory music, the menu jukebox, and then 2 sliders for offline and online game jukebox. Switching to the region options, here we have matchmaking settings that allow you to set the region for players that you face online so that you can face off against local opponents if you find worldwide connections are too laggy. Also included, we have an option to change the language and then a units option so that you can change how measurements are displayed. As for the match options, we have options for blood, difficulty, an entrance guide and guide HUD, player indicators, gameplay assist effects, the option to reduce camera shaking, and the option to select a referee, along with the guide hub option for Stadium Stampede. Lastly, taking a look at the control options, players will be glad to know that the game includes an option to customize the controls so that you can set them to your own preference, as well as the option to turn on haptic feedback. Then we also have some menu commands that include quick skips for loading screens, manual targeting, a casual mode, and easy countering should you find yourself struggling with reversals. So that's all the available options, but let's move on to the next match that was showcased, as we had Sammy Guevara going up against Jungle Boy, with this footage giving us our first look at Sammy's entrance, where the nameplate showed him as a 3-time TNT champion. Jumping ahead to gameplay, this match also seen the reveal of a new weapon, as Sammy went under the ring and pulled out this tyre. Based on the footage, like No Mercy, the weapon that you get appears to be random, as there's no indicator to select a weapon of choice, so the weapon that you pull out will be completely random. Taking a look at Jungle Boy's special moves, the first move to be shown off was his front signature, which was shown to be the Poison Rana. Also shown off was his finishing move, the Snare Trap, which is a lower submission move, though the thing that I found most interesting about this was the setup for the move, as it seen Jungle Boy initially lock up in a front grapple and then pull the legs of Sammy to set him up in a grounded position, with the delay between the transition and the finishing move potentially hinting at the ability to set your opponent up for a ground attack, which now that I think about it is a really useful addition, as rather than require a front version of a grounded submission, having a way to transition to a grounded position means that you can quickly set up for a ground attack even if it's not available as a front grapple. The next match to be shown off seeing the returning Kris Statlander take on Jungle Boy to avenge -1's loss, with this footage showing off Kris Statlander's entrance, with this being the first time that we've seen it in the finished game, though we did get a preview of it around a year ago when her character was first revealed. Taking a look at Kris's special moves, the first to be shown off was her standing signature, which is a front-facing version of the electric chair drop. That was then followed up by her finisher, which is a really cool version of the Tombstone Pile Driver that sees her hook the legs of her opponent with this line leading into a pinfall when using a pin combo. Next to be shown off was Kenny Omega against Jon Moxley, with this match revealing the full entrance for Moxley, who we see make his way to the ring via the crowd, with Evil Uno confirming Moxley's entrance is one of only a few that you can't interact with, as there's no option to set off pyro or change the camera because of the fact that he comes through the crowd. Jumping into gameplay, -1 was eager to show off some more weapon footage as he quickly made his way to the outside and pulled out a cricket bat, which he then used to strike Omega. Now, usually in a regular match, any use of a weapon will lead to a DQ. However, in Fight Forever, Evil Uno noted that you can get 1 or 2 strikes in before disqualification, so should you accidentally grab a weapon and strike someone, then you don't instantly get DQ'd, but you will do if you continue to use it. Answering questions from the chat, Evil Uno confirmed that all stars are able to bleed, though in order to make them bleed you will need to do heavy damage to a player's head, so even if blood is turned on, it won't appear constantly as you'll need to really spend time dishing out damage before it appears. Moving on to the last match, we had some women's action take place, with Nyla Rose taking on Jade Cargil for the TBS Championship. Like Kris Statlander, Nyla's entrance was shown off last year during a character reveal, with the current version appearing to remain the same as we see her enter with the golden skull mask. Switching over to Jade, we did see a very brief shot of her entrance in November's gameplay trailer, though this is the first time that we've seen it in full, with Jade here entering as the TBS Women's Champion. During the gameplay, Evil Uno went on to field some questions about the game, the first of which asked when we'd get to see footage of different match types, to which Uno confirmed that they'll be revealing tag team gameplay next week. Alongside tag team matches, Uno was also asked about managers, where he confirmed that you can select a manager when selecting your character and that will then appear ringside during matches. Ending the match, we got some new footage of Nyla's special moves, the first of which was her front signature move, which is the Samoan drop. Following that up, we also got a look at her corner signature, which is a special rope move that sees her place her opponent on the ropes before then climbing the turnbuckle to hit a diving knee. So that's the latest look at AEW Fight Forever, including confirmation of Stadium Stampede. Hopefully it's not too long before we get to see it in action, as footage from Double or Nothing's preview event begins to drop today, so we might get to see that sooner rather than later. Until then though, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of the game so far in the comments. Have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.